Hello everyone, welcome to Business School 101. Today, we're diving into the remarkable journey of Samsung, a company that started as a small local trading firm and grew into one of the world's most influential and diversified corporations. Samsung now plays a significant role in industries ranging from smartphones and semiconductors to healthcare, real estate, and even national defense. Samsung's rise is a testament to vision, resilience, and innovation. This is the story of how Samsung was born, a journey of bold leadership, constant reinvention, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Chapter 1. Early Beginnings. Samsung's origins date back to 1938, a period of profound change in Korea. At the time, Korea was under Japanese colonial rule, 1910 to 1945, which restricted local industries from flourishing independently. In this context, Lee Byung-chul, born into a wealthy family, saw an opportunity to create something new. He started Samsung Sangho, a trading company in Daegu, Korea, with a focus on exporting goods like dried fish, noodles, and other groceries. Lee's decision to enter trading was strategic given the limited opportunities under Japanese rule. His ambition was clear from the beginning. Samsung, meaning 3 stars, symbolized greatness, strength, and endurance. Despite these challenging times, Lee Byung-chul laid a foundation for growth, positioning Samsung for rapid expansion when Korea gained independence from Japan in 1945. Post-independence, Korea was devastated by war and economic instability, but it also opened new opportunities for growth, particularly in the industrial sector. Chapter 2. Diversification after the Korean War. The Korean War, 1950 to 1953, left the country in ruins, but it also set the stage for South Korea's industrialization. Lee Byung-chul recognized this opportunity and strategically diversified Samsung into various industries, including textiles, sugar refining, and insurance. In the 1950s and 1960s, South Korea was pushing hard for economic recovery and industrialization under President Park Chung-hee's government, which was keen on developing national champions to boost the economy. In 1969, amid South Korea's rapid industrial growth, Lee Byung-chul established Samsung Sanyo Electronics, later to become Samsung Electronics. This was a calculated move as the world was entering a technological revolution. Samsung's entry into electronics aligned with government initiatives promoting industrialization and technological innovation, a core part of South Korea's economic development strategy during that period. Chapter 3. The Electronics Boom. One of Samsung's first major successes in electronics came in 1970 when it produced its first black and white television. This was a pivotal time in global industrial history, with countries like Japan, the US and Germany leading the electronics industry. Lee Byung-chul saw that Korea could not afford to lag behind. Samsung's success with home appliances and televisions marked the company's first big leap into the international arena. By the late 1970s, Samsung was already a dominant player in Korea, manufacturing color TVs, microwaves, and air conditioners. At this point, Lee's ambition grew beyond domestic success. He stated, "We must not just follow in others' footsteps, we must carve out our own path," pushing Samsung into the global electronics market as South Korea sought to establish itself as a global exporter. Chapter 4. The Semiconductor Bet. The 1980s were a crucial decade, not just for Samsung but for South Korea as a whole. Under the leadership of Lee Byung-chul's son, Lee Kuan-hee, Samsung made a strategic pivot into semiconductors in 1983, a move that many saw as risky at the time. Semiconductors were the heart of the tech revolution, but companies like Intel and Texas Instruments dominated the market. Lee Kuan-hee, however, saw the future clearly. He believed that if Samsung could master semiconductors, it could control the future of electronics. This decision wasn't made lightly, it was backed by significant research and investment. South Korea's government also encouraged private enterprises to enter high-tech industries to build national self-reliance. In this context, Lee Kuan-hee famously told his employees, "Change everything, except your family." His bold vision for Samsung's future paid off when Samsung became a world leader in memory chip production by the early 1990s. Chapter 5. The Galaxy Era. By the late 1990s, Samsung had already transformed into a tech leader, but the real turning point came with the company's entry into the smartphone market. The smartphone revolution, fueled by the rise of Apple's iPhone in the late 2000s, pushed Samsung to respond with its Galaxy series. When Samsung launched its first Galaxy smartphone in 2010, it positioned itself as a serious competitor to Apple. This move was part of Lee Kuan-hee's larger strategy to build Samsung into a global leader in consumer electronics. His bold decision to focus on innovation, premium quality, and competitive pricing in the smartphone market paid off. The Galaxy series quickly became a global sensation, driving Samsung to the top of the smartphone market. This leap cemented Samsung's position not only as a tech giant but also as a global cultural icon, illustrating the company's ability to compete with Silicon Valley's biggest names. Chapter 6. Lee's Innovative Vision. One transformative moment for Samsung came in 1993 when Lee Kuan-hee delivered his famous Frankfurt Declaration. As Samsung was rapidly expanding, Lee realized that the company needed to shift its mindset from focusing solely on mass production to prioritizing quality and innovation. His declaration, "Change begins with a sense of crisis," set the tone for a complete overhaul of the company's processes. This speech came at a time when the global electronics market was becoming increasingly competitive, and Lee saw the need for Samsung to elevate its global standing. This period marked Samsung's commitment to research and development, R&D, like never before. The company began investing billions of dollars annually to push the boundaries of technology, especially in areas like artificial intelligence, 5G, and OLED display technology. Samsung's innovative displays and chips have since become industry standards, widely used in smartphones and televisions globally. Chapter 7. Further diversification. Lee Kuan-hee's visionary leadership also saw Samsung expanding far beyond electronics into areas like real estate, healthcare, and automotive electronics. For example, in 2016, Samsung acquired Harman International for $8 billion, marking its entry into the connected cars and automotive electronics industries. This move aligned with Samsung's broader strategy of expanding into sectors that were increasingly integrating with technology. Chapter 8. Conclusion. Today, Samsung stands as one of the largest and most influential companies in the world, with a vast and diversified business portfolio. From its humble beginnings as a small trading company dealing in groceries, Samsung evolved into a global powerhouse that has shaped industries across the globe. Samsung's ability to adapt, innovate, and pursue bold visions has made it a symbol of South Korea's rise on the world stage, and a key player in shaping the future of technology. Alright, that's all for today's story. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into business knowledge and history. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.